Have you ever done a psychedelic journey and then just days later, everything's pretty much exactly the same with maybe the exception of just like a little bit more insight? Well, you're not alone. I am Marissa. I am a psychedelic integration coach and expressive arts facilitator, and I'm with Beyond Limits Expressive Arts Therapy. And I support the integration of non-ordinary states of consciousness and the embodiment and the expression of the release of stored trauma in the body. And I can share with you some ways that I know for sure that you won't get the most out of your psychedelic experiences. And number one is that you're skipping the embodied integration. And what that means is that you're not actually living your life as the version of yourself that you met in ceremony. So that could mean maybe that's choosing a different posture, creating awareness of what's going on in your body as you live your life. That's retraining the nervous system so that things like breath work and vocal activation, humming, making a song for the part of yourself you met in ceremony, something that can bring the intangible here into the tangible so that you can practice being, feeling, experiencing yourself in a new way. Two is that you're not going to change your environment. And when people get out of ceremony and they don't change their environment, it's like walking into the same triggers that created the trauma in the first place oftentimes. That could be your work experience, that could be a really toxic relationship, that can even just be like your regular home, but maybe you just need to change your furniture around, or you need to like create an altar or make it sacred somehow, change it up so that you're not going back to the same environment. And number three is that you're treating the psychedelic experience like an event instead of a relationship. And relationships require maintenance, and they require introspection, and they require devotion, and they require honesty, and they require integrity. And so building a relationship with the experience of that you had in your psychedelic journey means coming back to the parts of yourself that maybe you've abandoned and creating a relationship with that part. That could mean continuous psychedelic integration coaching where you're part of a group and you have someone there to help create rituals with you and create almost like a score for your day or a schedule or container really for how you want to live your life and sort of map out the process of how to continue becoming the version of yourself that you saw in ceremony. So it's not just like a one-time thing. Some people go back to ceremonies like 16 times for ayahuasca, and they're still doing the ayahuasca, but they're not doing the integration of the actual embodied essence of bringing that version of themselves into real life. And so no matter how many ceremonies you do, if you keep getting the same message, it's time to actually take committed, consistent, and perfect action towards literally being, feeling, moving, expressing, being more honest with yourself so that you can honor the messages of this incredible tool that we have to access more of ourselves. So it's a continued process. It's never done. And I'm continuously integrating it, as you could probably see my self-portrait in the back here. But I take embodied integration very seriously, and ultimately it's really supported my own recovery from bulimia significantly, because I came home and I changed my whole entire environment and relationship and life. And I don't think you have to do anything that drastic like the way that I did it, but you can make subtle choices that can support that higher version of yourself that is more fully integrated, more accepting, more compassionate, just more truthful and honest with yourself and where you're at, and making time for yourself so that you can come back to self-satiation and self-nourishment versus self-abandonment and distraction and avoidance of the yucky and sticky and painful energies that you may feel in your system that are asking to be loved and integrated. And if you're struggling with that, you can book a free discovery call in the link in my bio.